A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
Hurry up, here we go. Go.
Jackson on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Lynch coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I know old school coaches used to just cringe when their quarterbacks weren't in the pocket throwing the ball. Whenever they were outside of it, you could just see them losing their mind on the sidelines. Nowadays, a lot of them like that. Defenses often get confused when the quarterback escapes.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Aaron Lynch in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears will take over at their own 20. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
You see it?
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 60 yards. And the Bears are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Flushed, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Alex Collins that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, CD, regular season inching closer. You know, looking at the ledger of the games, we'll just stick with the NFC right now, but it starts with a bang, Atlanta at Philly on the 6th.
How about the last two teams to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl head-to-head to start the season?
Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Trubisky got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson, a 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Bears will add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He uncorks it for Snead. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, CD, in a couple of weeks we can make our Super Bowl predictions, but for right now, I want to get your AFC Division Champion predictions. Who do you have?
All right, let's start in the AFC East. It's New England. Do we need to say any more?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's a challenger behind them in that division right now.
That tends to cover it. Miami believes that they can.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Eddie Goldman able to get in there and drop him behind the line. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Dixon. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks in there to sack him for a loss of 6. First, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 2nd down.
You know what? We got a second. I did want to take a look back to the Hall of Fame inductions. Took place in Canton on August 4th. And what stood out to you from the ceremonies, from the speeches that you heard?
Well, for me, beside the speeches, just remembering their careers, I really flashed back at how much I enjoyed watching Brian Dawkins play, and his speech was terrific as well. Robert Dr. Doom Brazil with the Houston Oilers. Absolutely loved him as a player. And Jerry Kramer had to wait so long with the Green Bay Packers. For him to get in, I thought was terrific, and I can't wait for next year. First ballot eligible guys, Tony Gonzalez, Ed Reed, and Champ Bailey. That's a strong class.
Another star-studded cast.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Now he steps away. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Hey, while we got a second, let's talk rookie running backs. Obviously, the headliner is Saquon Barkley, but there's a lot of good other backs in this class, are there not?
There certainly are, and there was a surprise first-round pick to many people out of San Diego State named Rashad Penny, who went to Seattle. They're trying to recreate that strong running game that they had that powered them to 2 Super Bowl appearances. How about Royce Freeman in Denver? A big-time pickup out of the University of Oregon. They expect him to be the lead runner when the season begins. He'll get every opportunity to do that. Kerryon Johnson in Detroit, out of Auburn. They haven't had a running game since I can't remember, and they need to take some pressure off of Matthew Stafford. Maybe Kerryon Johnson can power him that way. How about a couple below-the-radar guys? Chris Warren is leading the NFL in rushing after 2 weeks.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Being chased out left. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Jonathan Bullard in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Sam Cook now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, You must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple of them.
Gotta go.
This is Howard on second down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Hurry.
They pitch out to Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. Red, up.
Off the toss, Cohen. And some space here. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Come on, gotta go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They go counter. Howard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 319. 319.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. He got 29 yards that time. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st down, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They go with Howard again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. And what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.